So, guys, I gotta ask you a question, right? Since Lester brought up Elon Musk, would you buy a robot?
A robot.
Yeah,
A Tesla robot.
a Tesla robot.
Depends what the
hypothetically-
Tesla robot can do.
No, look, everything. Let's just say hypothetically, would you buy a Tesla robot? And it can kill you, and you can outrun it. Like, let's just say hypothetically.
No,
Lester-
but you don't know what chips he's got in there that can remotely be armed to
No, but
overcome.
Am I allowed to program it myself? Is it
Lester.
Does it come with a
is it
firewall?
open source?
No, it's not open source. It's Tesla. Lester, would you buy a
Fires
robot?
bloody lightning bolts out of its arse. You got to watch it.
No, seriously, would you buy a robot? Let's just say there's a robot hitting the market next year. A Tesla robot can do all the housework, like domestic stuff, cook your dinner.
I think the first thing I would do, because I wouldn't trust it, and it's the same. And it's not just necessarily a Tesla manufacturer. It could be any manufacturer.
Yeah.
In this day and age, with all this foreign electronics now entering your home space, I'm just like, well, what am I not seeing? I'm bought into this whole marketing thing, the song and dance about how this is going to change my life. But what else is going on under the hood? I'd probably get one and just strip it bare and have a look what's going on. Not that I know that much about it, but that's probably the first thing I would do. I want to understand this thing.
So you'd be initially like very skeptical and maybe like sometime borderline afraid. I mean, can you imagine like how creepy it would be? Is like you falling asleep and the robot sitting in the chair opposite you charging. It's like
Yeah, just like,
Or like you set an alarm in the morning and it's like,
yeah.
Oleg, it's time to wake up.
But Andrew, your side, be honest. Like, would you buy one? Let's just say money is not an option. You can get one. Would you buy a Tesla robot?
Yeah, maybe I would. Maybe I would.
It wouldn't freak you out like with Lester. Like,
As long as it's charging in the garage at night, it's fine. Along there next to the other Tesla.
Yeah, it's busy knocking on your door.
Yeah,
to
no,
come in
dude.
To hoover the carpet. Man. It's got its own keys. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm keen
Well-
to start on smaller stuff, right? You know, get the robotic lawnmower, get the
Or the-
robotic
A vacuum cleaner.
Hoover. Yeah, to start off with that stuff.
But I mean, just
One of the
think
guys
about
that used
that.
One of
Like,
the guys that used to work for me in Germany, he's
Yeah.
got all these toys, right? He loves it.
just because you
You
can,
know, his
right?
whole house is wired up with cameras. Everything's on his phone. He's got an app for an app for an app, and he controls everything about every one of these robotic instruments. And he's like, "What's next? What's next? What can I do? I want to do stuff." And it's not far off. These are all just the basic launch pads.
Wow.
They are able to self-charge.
Yeah.
You know, they know what they need to do. They're pre-programmed to do things. You can tell them where to go and what to
they
do.
can navigate the space.
This is how it starts.
Mm-hmm. No, of course, sir. And it's the same thing with apps. You know, like you get your smartphone and you install an app and a little bit, and you slowly but surely you're giving it a little bit away. Because I mean, someone made a comment about the your like robot vacuum cleaner. I mean, the damn thing maps out your house,
Yeah.
and like,
And it scans.
and
It
then there's
tells
a tick box
what
when
goes
you
on
install that app that says, "Do you want to share this data with the?"
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what I
not?
was signing up
Yeah, I
to.
didn't know what I was signing. Yeah. No, but seriously, hey, and I mean, there was some concern about that because there's, I don't know, someone thought that maybe their data would be valuable to other people.
So can I ask you something, right? Like,
Yeah.
in the SA context, right? You say it's cool. Next year you get a Tesla bot, does everything, cleans the house, the garden, everything. Then the following year, Tesla comes up with like an optional upgrade.
Yeah.
It's got a self-defense pack or advanced protection system, right?
It's got a flamethrower.
Exactly. You see, that's what he was doing.
But in the SA context, it makes sense because it's like, well, you actually have a bodyguard next to you. It's like
Patrolling the yard at
patrolling
night.
the yard at night.
It's
It's
got a
like
Tesla coil.
never sleeps and stuff
Iron
like that.
Man.
Never sleeps and stuff like that. But now you're going from a point like of this thing that you can easily outrun and overpower. Now this thing can outrun and overpower
It's
you.
he's locked. He's locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Cocked and loaded.
Yeah.
Loaded and cocked. What
Can
what do they say?
administer 500 newton meters of force on the square inch of your body, man.
Yeah, built-in taser gun, built-in
But
rubber bullets.
imagine that bot is gonna weigh like 120 kgs, dude. Like, can you imagine the kinetic energy of like 100?
No, well, yeah, no. I mean, you can see where this is going. I mean,
know-
like all those
you know what's
movies that
gonna
we
happen.
watched for years in the future and say,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. Now you all of a sudden you're going, shut a bricks. I can see how the hell this happens.
You can buy a Robocop at Checkers. You can pay.
You can buy upgrade kits at the local security shop. Plug and play.
But can you see it's like, okay, first it's gonna be like very banal and very cool, and it's like, oh no, go make me like some scrambled eggs type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like next
Go make
thing,
me coffee.
Now,
Yeah, now.
make me power you off.
I wonder if that thing will ever get to a poison. Like, think, hey, yeah, I don't like this guy anymore. I think I'm gonna start gradually poisoning him.
okay, sorry.
Self-preservation.
Yeah,
There's a new
Little-
model on the market. I don't want to be put out to rust.
Little distraction.
I don't want to be
But-
traded in. I've heard what happens.